Riften's done, so it's Windhelm's time. So I'm gonna start by getting some shouts, Barenziah Stones, and then... Really? And then I'm gonna show you a quest that kinda feels daedric. Really? Oh man. Let me just... close your eyes. You're not seeing anything. Moving on. Windhelm has a quest about blood magic. So we're gonna be meeting some people and we're gonna be finishing that one. And isn't it funny that dragons are just becoming a nuisance? Because at this point it all boils down to, can they land? Because if they can, then the burned disciples, our boys, the Dramoras, oh, they'll take care of it. It's quite good. Seriously, this build is just amazing. I can loot as much as I want. Yeah, I'm gonna need Vilkas to take some of my stuff. And we're gonna move on into the next part. Let me just have some fun, because it's a dragon. I have the fireball. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit... Usually it flies. Just gonna put you in the lake so you can think of what you did. And to Stony Creek Cave we go. You'll definitely recognize this one. And ooh, Nordic barnacles, amazing for potions. So this cave is... Dead guy on a waterfall cave, exactly. It's all I remember from the location. Now this will be easy because I'm just up against bandits. And let's see what I have. So some gold, lockpick, and not too bad. Also, the other thing that you might recognize is that's a Barenziah Stone location. One of the easiest to miss unless you go to your map. Because right behind me there's this entrance. It's quite hidden. And you have a lot of goodies, a chest. Finn's loot as well. Oh, nice. Another thing that I'll have ready in time for when I'm in Solitude. As that's part of the Bard's College. So yeah, 11 down. Oh, we still have a lot to go, but it's fine. I got it all planned out. Illusion to 54. And we're done. The other thing about this place is that it ends on a waterfall that you can't go to. Because it's actually the living place of a dwarven ruin? I think it's that. And there's no point in trying to use whirlwind sprints. You can if you go into rocks, but you can't go into the place by doing that. So let's just move on into the Forsaken Cave, where I'm gonna get a shout, and then we're gonna go to Windhelm, the capital. So yeah, just some frost trolls at the entrance. Quite easy, thank you for the potion ingredients. And then it's time to descend. So let's see what this one holds for us. Oh, every time I see a basic Draugr, considering this is on Legendary, I always know that it's gonna be easy. However, on the other hand, it just means that it's gonna be long. Fortunately for you, it's not. And one cool thing about this place is the amount of gold ingots. Which means I can make gold rings to enchant and make so much more money. Trust me, the 14k that I have right now is nothing. No, wait, I mean the 144k I have is nothing. Seriously, if I grind it for an hour or two, I can't even imagine, but it would be so much more. I can double my money if I want to in that time, I'm sure, maybe more. Also, I'm gonna ask you a favor. It's gonna take some episodes, but by the time you see me crafting dragon plate armor, please remind me to re-enchant it, because I may have played a little bit more and forgot that I could put 2 enchantments instead of 1. So yeah, if you remember, remind me later, because now I have a lot to edit. Sorry about your 4th wall, how you doing? And yeah, let's treat the end of the dungeon with respect, even though I'm just taking down basic Draugr. Should have been a Death Lord or something, but fine by me. Yeah, let's just get the shout. I can see the chest as well. Let's see what we have in store. I just know it's a shout. I don't remember which. Ooh, I like Marked for Death. The chest loot, though, yeah, quite unimpressive. Another good thing for this location is that fortunately I started the quest before just because I wanted to go to a vendor, and we're gonna finish it right here. So at the back of the dungeon, we have this ancient bowl. So Norelian's mixture goes into that, and I'm gonna retrieve the white file. Now it's gonna be a while until I can do their second quest, because I'm gonna have to meet Parthenax first. And the way I'm planning the run is anytime the main quest sends me to a new hold, that's when I go and 100% the whole hold the best I can. So long story short, after Windhelm, I'm gonna go to Solitude, then Markarth, and it's only after I finish Markarth, or during it, that I'm gonna be able to return here. Kinda like that Riften quest to get Mjol's sword, Grimsever. I'm gonna have to go to Blackreach for that, and I'm gonna leave Blackreach for right before the ending.
Skyrim for the Nords?
Nah, I just chose a Nord because Joshua Graham would rather defend his land than... you know.
You deal with them. I'll make
sure. Gallows Rock. I refuse. It's the third time I'm sent to Gallows Rock. Why can't the game just send me to places I haven't gone to? Oh, and that was a murder. It's the quest I was telling you about. We're gonna be doing it sparsely throughout this one.
Another girl killed.
Another?
This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Of course you can't. You don't even have a name.
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up.
And how's the investigation going?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Right. I can help, though.
If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful.
Sure.
I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
I think he's being literal. So yeah, let's just ask the peeps what's going on. So, Callisto, did you see anything?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Okay, so that wasn't helpful. Silda, the Unseen.
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
I believe you. So let's go to the last one.
This is a shame.
Yeah, kinda like your name,
no,
isn't it?
Sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
So wow, a big bag of nothing.
There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anth.
I don't care. I mean, I'll go there later if
Just
there's
like
a shout.
Always.
How about
Nobody
that?
saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again.
Oh, but again, I can help.
Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Gods, be my guest. You'll need to talk to Yorleif, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business.
I'm Joshua Graham. I can do better than a whole legion, yes. I'm thinking of a specific legion, though. But I'm betting on me. So, basically, this guy wants me to retrieve an ancient sword. Queen Fridas's
Don't
sword.
let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right.
Sure, but try not to be a
Jarl
jerk
wants it
then.
to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy, but no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful.
Grateful you shall be. Now, fun fact, you can just buy the sword later from him.
I also do. Hey, Could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth?
Easy, easy.
Thanks.
Now, this guy had his daughter
Our little girl
die.
died recently.
Her mother is
I've been
grieving.
shouldering my days with a
He
strong
wants me
knee,
to get
but
an amulet,
nothing gives
which
my toe but
I
peace.
do have
I've been
stored
looking
in
for
Bree's
an
home.
amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one.
Trust me, I know. It took me so long to build the Hearthfire shrines in the cellar of Lakeview, and I'm gonna have to do it twice more.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you were simple. Then, I can't help it.
Nerelian, my man.
It matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself.
Oh, you're useless and you're dying and you're an asshole.
Figures.
I didn't
I
break
doubt you
it.
have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to.
Even if I wanted to.
This
Fine,
is the end of
fine.
it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out.
Look at the
Here's
top left
for your
corner.
trouble.
Look at the top left. 5 gold is what he gave me.
I want to thank you
Bro!
I know my master can be a bit short at times.
Quintus, he gave me 5 septums.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
So am
Even though
I.
the file was damaged. I still think your efforts deserve reward.
Thank you,
Now,
at
if
least
you'll pardon
someone.
me, I'm going to tend to Nerelian. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
No worries, man. Thanks to me, that guy will live for 2 or 3 more holds, cause I'm gonna have to meet Parthenax so I can do the other quest that they have for me.
Won't give us a straight answer.
So let's just go to Woundfirth,
He'll come around.
or maybe I can talk with the Jarl first.
Couriers from Solitude.
Now, this dialogue is really, really long,
On White Run.
so I'm gonna abridge it. Here's the best part.
He's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the parts. And for that, I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
You do. We kinda shared the carriage.
Ah, yeah. As you can see, I have much that requires my attention. If you're inclined to gab, there are some nice prison guards you may like to meet.
By the way, Ulfric, Ralof is
Ralof's
good.
alive.
Yeah.
I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
So the way I see it, Alduin is a much bigger threat than the Civil War, so I'm gonna let the Civil War for
Ulfric told us quite
later.
the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
I'm a Nord! Dude!
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
To die for your home.
Okay, Galmar, just shut up.
Can't fault anyone for that. As long as you hate the Empire as much as I do, that I can work with. All right.
But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you.
Yeah, you want me to go kill a nice wraith.
That's what I like to hear.
And I'm gonna make you wait until Alduin's dead.
I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway.
So, any tips?
It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll just kill a whole
We'll see about
devourer of worlds, and then you'll still want me to prove myself by killing an ice wraith. Skyrim being Skyrim.
Victory across the land.
So, would you like any help with the murders?
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary.
Will
I'm happy to
do.
lend a hand as much as I can as well.
By the way, I think he has a radiant quest.
Lot of history
So,
in these walls.
I'm gonna
The
have
Jarl has put
to
out a bounty
do.
to slay a giant.
It's just
Here,
a giant.
take a
That's
look at this
fine.
decree
Okay.
for details.
Yeah. So time to give whatever it was that I have to give to Wunferth, and I'm gonna forget the Barenziah Stone to my right,
Anyone
but
else better pay well.
I'll be back. So no need to remind me. It's fine.
Oh, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course, but it has its uses. I suppose you want something for your trouble? Here.
Now I'm still delaying the Dark Brotherhood because I can't really 100% the game if I go around killing NPCs that have quests. So that's gonna come after Markarth as well.
Of course not. Those are just tales. Fine. Then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door. No, child. Wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed. Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed. All right. I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Wow, she got convinced by the kid.
I try to...
Oh, and another thing, since I'm gonna be doing the Civil Quest War after Alduin, that means I'll only be able to buy a home in Windhelm and become its Thane when I do that, so I'll have to see if I feel like doing the earliest quests before Alduin. Maybe?
My sister and I once traveled.
So apparently this guy has a collection of things, and I'm curious. Oh, I'm just seeing ingredients and jugs. Couple iron ingots, the Book of Fate. Oh, and it's empty. Okay, that will look lovely on my Breeze Home chest for books. But
think about it.
okay, some Dwemer stuff. Some skulls, and an empty chest. Callisto's House of Curiosities.
Take a good look around.
Absolutely
I'm sure you'll find what
sucks.
you're looking for. I like to share
It's
my
worse than Dawnstar's
great.
museum.
I do a few
Now Raven
souls
over
who
here
want
might
some-
indulge
Of
in
course.
buying some stolen
By Azura, I've made a
goods,
terrible
and
mistake.
he's
I
made
bought
a
gold
terrible
ring,
mistake.
And Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it.
It looks just like it. Yes, we're
It's
gonna
not that
return the
easy.
ring. It's
She'd go
fine.
to the
Just
Jarl
gotta go
if she
to
knew
her
I was
house
even
and
remotely
plant it.
involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while.
I certainly hope so.
Don't let Viola catch you.
Be on the lookout.
I once killed 6 men single-handed. While
6?
rescued my brothers in arms from ambush by an Imperial patrol. I'm not too proud.
Hey, have some gold.
Thank
It
you.
counts toward the number of people that I've helped. So, plus I'm rich. It's
Not really sure
I
what to
don't
do with myself anymore.
I don't care.
I just miss her
No,
so
watch
much.
this. And I don't mean
I'm
Tova.
sorry. She was
Something's
very
gonna
dear,
happen,
and it's
so I'm
rather
gonna
painful
shut
to
up
think about.
and let you enjoy
I'd
it.
rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
You need to leave.
Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
You need to leave.
Apparently, I need to leave. I don't know why only one of them cared. They were fine when I came in. Her script kicked off normally, and he was about to call the guards on me. That's so stupid. Oh, but it just works. It's fine. It's amazing. And I've got that amulet, so Torbjorn.
The thing to lift my spirits.
Oh, so now you don't want me to leave.
I hope RK grants my wife some comfort. Thank you. Here, I always pay my debts.
1,200 gold.
Please forgive my...
That's quite good for one amulet.
Let's get some meat.
He came in and he's in the mood. I guess I changed his mind. After giving me 1,200 septims, he kinda had to go and forget. Also, Viola's ring is planted. And this could be a good time to go investigate Hierim, which is gonna be the house that we will be able to purchase later. Okay, so that hasn't been used for ages. This looks like it was pushed against the wall recently, also covered in blood. Oh, the butcher's journal. So I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for a bit. In case you want to read it, you can pause it and do so. But I'm gonna move on. This wardrobe is nothing. And there's a lot more. Beware the butchers. But there's something underneath one of the piles. So I'm just gonna have to take them all. And at the end, we got a strange amulet. I don't remember what that's for, so don't spoil it. I'll find it eventually, because it is a quest item, that I know, and Collision decided to say hi after I encountered a murder scene. Just gonna file that into Skyrim's paranormal events. Again, you can pause it if you want to, it's just context. You probably already know all of this. The game is old. So, Callisto, we're gonna have a chat.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
Do you know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Oh, I can't. It's evidence, so maybe later?
It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly.
But didn't you just say that it's the court mages?
Wernfrath? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Oh, does he? Then we're gonna have to pay him a visit.
Until the next.
But first, let's tell Raven
Take
that
a good look around.
Viola's ring...
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Have you taken care of that little problem?
Yes, I have, and I wasn't seen.
Thank you! Asura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Do come again.
Now, let's see if Yorleaf or whatever he's called
not much of a
can help us.
But, have you been talking to Viola Giordano? Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Know anything about the amulet?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosity. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Thank you. It's weird that the map markers are just not going away for anything, and I actually have to talk with Viola for finishing the quest the way I want
for
to.
Months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Funny enough, The killer does not even consider Viola.
What's it say?
It says you will never die, even though random
Rumors.
NPCs
There
can.
have been rumors.
Well, they're
swirling
not
around
random,
For
it's-
years, as
It's
long as I can
between
remember.
3 or 4.
But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
I have a better idea. I'm just gonna confront the man himself. Wunferth, we've got to talk.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Oh, so you kill women in the middle of the night using necromancy?
Necromancy? I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years.
How about this journal?
My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like?
Cool and detailed.
I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this.
So you got any idea?
I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon, very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
So he's the only one that is actually being helpful. So I'm just gonna go to the marker. Wait, and that's the killer. It's Callisto, whatever. And then he just starts running. Oh, come on, I need to chase him. God damn NPCs. Just gonna get the Dramoris to deal with it. Oh, and they didn't aggro. I have to shoot him in the back. And then they'll attack him. Oh, great, paralyzed on the first attempt. So, yeah, exactly. Now they're helping. So that's done. We can now go look for the proper evidence. And yes, he really is trying to dabble with blood magic. If you hadn't read the journals, you wouldn't know, but he was trying to find a way to bring his dead sister back to life. So at least the motivation was good, the execution not so much. So I'm just gonna take everything from his kinda crappy collection. That book though, that's dope. That's amazing, I'll take it. And yeah, it's time to inform the Jarl Steward that everything is now done.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Callisto was the butcher.
Ismael's beard. The man that was old is a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
Doing it this way, Wunferth won't have to go to prison for 3 days until someone else dies. It's the better option.